All right, students, you just watched a video on the long division connection to the base blocks. It was a great video. I don't know why I would have remade something like that. So I am going to do this in a number that is not base 10. So let's go with base 6. So let's do 5, 2, 4 in base 6. And we will divide that. Let's go with 3 in base 6. Okay. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to represent my dividend, which is 5, 2, 4. So that's 5 flats. Two longs and 4 ones. And I'm dividing that up into 3 buckets. All right, so I start divvying these up, and I start with my flats, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flats, 3 buckets. So I can put 1 flat into each bucket. All right. So in my paper and pencil up here, I am going to record that by saying I put 1 flat into each bucket. And by doing so, I got rid of 3 of them. And I can also calculate how many I have left by subtracting. And now I've got these 2 flats that are left. And they're not doing me any good. I can't share those evenly unless I break them up. And so I'm going to do that. Remembering which base I'm in. I am in base 6, so when I break a flat in base 6, I'm going to get 6 longs. All right, and I, of course, am combining that with the 2 that I have, right? So I now bring down the 2. And at first glance, it might look like I have 22, but I don't have 22, right? Instead, I have 6. 6 is 12, 13, 14. So 2, 2 in base 6 is 14. So I have 14 longs that I'm dealing with. So I've got 3 buckets and 14 longs. 5 won't go in, but I could put 4 into each one. And in doing so, I will have used up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will have used up 12 longs. So I record this over here again, and I'm going to say 4 longs into each bucket. When I put 4 longs into 3 buckets, so 4 times 3, I am getting rid of 12 longs. Careful, I have to write 2, 0 for base 12. And then I say, how many do I have left? Well, 2, 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 0 is 2, which is what I do have left. All right, same situation again. I need to take those longs that I have left over and break them into ones and combine them with the 4 ones that I have. So let's do this one up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember base 6. Okay, so now I need to get my total. I've got 6, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 ones, not 24. Really careful here. 2 6s is 12 plus 4s are 16, so I write 2, 4 here. And now I'm going to say how many do I put into each bucket. So I've got 16 ones, 3 buckets, so 5 each. Right? So I get rid of, let's see, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy's left, right? Okay, so let's finish up over here. So I put 5 babies into each bucket. And when I do that, 5 babies into 3 buckets is a total of 15 babies. And in base 12, I write that as 2 6s and a 3. No surprise, I ran out of room again, right? And then I say, what do I have left? That's 1, which is sitting right here. So my quotient is 1, 4, 5, which is the amount in one bucket. 1 flat, 4 longs, 5 ones, and I have 1 left over. Okay, so there's base 6. All right, so let's do one more problem here. We're going to be in base 8. So we're doing 7, 2, 6 in base 8. We're going to divide that by 5. That number is also in base 8. So I have my 7, 2, 6 represented, as well as my 5 buckets. So I'm going to start with my flats, and I've got 7, 5 buckets. So it looks like 1 per flat, or 1 per bucket. Sorry about that. So I get rid of those. They have been divvied up. Then I come over here and I say, hey, I put 1 into each bucket. 1 flat into 5 buckets, used up 5 flats. And that leaves me with 2 flats. So now I take my 2 flats and I break those up into longs. I'm in base 8, so I get 8 longs. So I have 8, and 8 is 16. I have 17, 18. I have 18 longs. So remember, I'm going to combine the 2 flats worth of longs with the 2 I already have, and that's 18. So, of course, I don't want 1 8, because I'm in base 8 over here. So it's 2 8s is 16, plus 2 more is 18. So 2, 2. All right. So I've got 18. I've got 5 buckets, so it looks like 3 each. All right, so now I need to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I've got 3 left. So I put 3 in each bucket. 3 times 5 buckets is 15. So 15 in base 8 is 1 8 and 7 ones. Okay, so I've got 18 minus 15, and that's 3. And I'm going to be bringing down the 6. So now I'm going to take these 3 longs, and I am going to break them into ones. So all of these, come way up here, break them into ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's this? 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I've got, let's see, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I have 30 ones, which matches my 3, 6 here. That's 30. So 30 ones, and I go into 5 buckets, so that's 6 each. All right, so if I put 6 per bucket into 5 buckets, that's getting rid of 30. And in base 8, I write 30 as 3 8s and 6 ones. And as you can see, all of these got used up. So I don't have a remainder this time. So my quotient is 1, 3, 6, base 8. And that's represented in a bucket. 1, 3, 6, base 8.